Hi, this is a vulnerable Ruby application. Let's look into the vulnerable code. So this code here is vulnerable to CV 2016 6316. As you can see, content tag is a Rails helper that allows you to create an input tag of type text, and the value is received from the user input, which is then passed to a sanitize function. But due to this particular vulnerability, the sanitize function fails to escape double quotes, which can actually result in a cross-site scripting vulnerability in the attribute context. So let's see this vulnerability first. Now, this is an XSS playground that recreates a vulnerability. Let's try something on this test bed. So I'm gonna type hello and then apply HTML. Now let's view the source code, and if you scroll down, you can see that it's actually reflecting back in the value attribute of the input tag of type text. Okay, let's try with an XSS payload like double quotes on focus equals alert 1 and then close the alert, and let's give autofocus so that you don't want to go over the input tag and focus it. It will automatically focus to the input tag. This is a well-known XSS payload, and we need to close the remaining double quotes. Click on apply and you can see the alert box. So that's a clear-cut cross-site scripting vulnerability. If you go and see the source code, you can see our payload here. So this is our payload. So the application is vulnerable. Now let's try with IMMUNIO. Let's go back to IMMUNIO dashboard and let's head to settings and enable the protection mode. So you can see that cross-site scripting protection is disabled at the moment. Let's enable it by clicking escaping enabled. So IMMUNIO's intelligent sensors will automatically detect the context and provide escaping based on the context. Let's click on save. Now let's get back to our application. Okay, now let's try something like XYZ and apply. And if you go and view the source code, you can see that it's there. Now let's try to escape the context and try to execute a payload. Let's close this and then type on focus equals alert 1 autofocus and then close the tab. Click on apply. Nothing happened. XYZ is still there, but no alert came in. Let's see the source code, and you can see that IMMUNIO properly escaped the payload so that the breaking of the context didn't happen and XSS did not execute. So if you go back to the dashboard, you can see that an attack tag is triggered. If you go over to cross-site scripting, you can see the attack, and if you click on that, it will actually show you the occurrences. And on the right side, you can see the code where the vulnerability actually happened. So this is a content tag helper where the vulnerability occurred. And this is a result if IMMUNIO was not there, and this is how IMMUNIO protected it. So that's all. Thanks for watching.